Training early before school unlocks so much free time. And ever since starting to consistently train in the morning, having so much free time was so easy. So it's how to get so much free time by training early before school. First step, adapted. The way to get the most free time is by first being adapted to that consistent routine, that consistent, perfect, and getting so adapted to the point that we don't need any alarms or reminders to wake us up or and tell us when to train. And also getting so adapted to knowing without checking or trying to remember what we did last time, and just knowing what muscle groups or which machines to hit instantly. By getting so adaptive first, we'll be able to make all of the routine, all of the sleep, the diet, all of the hardships as effortless as possible, as simple as possible. And that is the first step to having so much free time, is by getting so adapted to that consistent time that missing or skipping any workouts will almost feel impossible. And second step, quick sessions. Quick sessions is the fastest way to get adapted to that consistent routine by training early in the morning. Because training early before school is the hardest time to consistently train at. We need to make sure we're first adapted. We cannot just focus on having the best workouts, the getting the most quality sessions yet, because by first focusing on quantity and getting as adapted as possible and getting used to it as much as possible, and then we can focus on getting 30 to 45 minutes almost daily to just repeat it, to just get used to it, to make your body adapted to that training time. And then after a while, after a few days, maybe a few weeks, it will feel so effortless, so simple, and then not even needing any reminders or any alarms to just remind us when it's time to train. And to get this adapting time as low as possible and just make it as simple as possible, as quick as possible, I have put my almost 4 years of training and then all the hacks, all the tips I know, and we'll be putting everything in here. So make sure to check it out. It's definitely worth it. I spend so much time trying to put everything together and just putting it inside here. So check it out. Third step, get it over with. This is similar to the second step of having quick sessions, but this one, it is just focusing on just completing and then getting as adapted as soon as possible by actually focusing on the 30 to 45 minutes, then getting adapted so much to the point that waking up or and training isn't really that hard anymore, because it's so instinctively simple and effortless. Once you get to that point, then getting over with is going to be focusing on the quality set and just getting it over with as soon as possible by training before school, where you have the most focus and energy. Just getting it over with, and then you have the whole day for free. You can even do some cardios or prioritize other aspects of your training, like the diet, the sleep, and by getting it over with and just quickly following the quick sessions I just said and getting adapted, then everything will be so effortless. Training in the morning, waking up, it is the hardest time to train, but once we get adapted, it becomes so effortless and simple. And then you will be able to have all of the day to just do whatever you want, so much free time